Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Mike Joyce here once again on this Tuesday afternoon. And like yesterday, we are reporting on a couple strong to severe thunderstorms that have developed in our viewing area. Let me just double check and make sure everything's okay. I know yesterday we had some audio issues, so I do want to make sure that that is working. It looks like we're good. Yep, we are in great shape. Awesome. All right, so let's dive right into what's going on here. We do have one severe thunderstorm warning to report for you right now, and that is in Lorain County. And let me pull up the latest information on that severe thunderstorm warning. It will be running until 2 o'clock this afternoon for the mainly the central and eastern portions of Lorain County. So that's going to be Grafton right here, Eaton Township, Columbia Station, which is right here, Elyria. And if you're in the western fringes of Cuyahoga County, so we're talking Olmsted Falls, North Olmsted, Westlake, Bay Village, Lakewood, Berea, Brook Park, the airport, even Strongsville, all of those spots, you're probably going to be wanting to watch this storm as well. What's interesting about it, though, this storm is moving very slowly. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to back up the last 20 minutes, or 25 minutes, I should say, and you can see how the storm has barely moved. It's kind of been sitting right on top of the same communities as it's kind of expanded and kind of come together just a little bit. But this storm does pack a bit of a punch. It is a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour wind potential and penny-sized hail. So let's take a look at. We are actually very close to, and this storm is right on top of the terminal Doppler radar for the Cleveland airport. That sits right out here in Eaton Township, right on the boundary between Eaton and Columbia. That's where the radar is, very close to Grafton. And it gives us a really good view of not only the precipitation in the area, but also the base velocity. And while I'm not seeing a whole lot of wind in the core of the storm, I do see some stronger gusts up here near North Ridgeville, which is just outside the warning, but I do see some gusty wind right where I 80 and I 480 come together, right along the Lorain Cuyahoga County line there. Again, we're getting that from the terminal Doppler radar out in Lorain County. That's for the Cleveland airport. But if we switch back to the Cleveland Weather Service radar, we can see kind of the same thing. It looks like the gustiest wind is on the south side of North Ridgeville and heading into Olmsted Falls and North Olmsted. So, western suburbs of Cleveland, you're going to have to watch out. Same with Columbia Station, Grafton, and Eaton Township, Strongsville, places like that. Actually, it does include a small portion of Medina County as well. Um, right here, where you know how Medina County has those steps where it links up with Lorain County, that portion of Medina County as well. So we're talking just to the east, or I'm so sorry, just to the west of Brunswick. So this is a bit of a powerful storm. Um, let's see. We're looking for some rain. Yes, I know. I have not watered my plants yet today, but I'm looking out my window right now at my grass that's getting more and more brown every day. I feel you. I'm hoping for a little pop up downpour. No hail and wind damage. We don't want that for people. But we also have another storm down here. This has a special weather statement on it at this time. It is sitting right over Hubbard right now, and the pinks and little whites there do indicate to me that there's probably some small hail in this storm over Hubbard. This is an area that was impacted yesterday as well. So, some soaking rains going on in the Mahoning Valley just north of Youngstown. But again, our only severe thunderstorm right now is this one here in Lorain County. I would, again, if you're in the western suburbs of Cleveland, I would be keeping your eye on it. Same with North Ridgeville, maybe even Avon, Westlake, North Olmsted, places like that. We have another little storm right over Savannah that's in northern Ashland County. And that's it. We're not as numerous as yesterday. But, in any places that get pockets of sunshine, which I'm looking out my window here in Columbus right now, We could see that really popping up anywhere. We do have a 1 out of 5 risk from the Storm Prediction Center once again. And I wouldn't mind going through some of these Storm Prediction Center products with you guys. So hold on, give me 1 second as I try to add that onto the screen. We want to capture the Storm Prediction Center website. All right, so what you're seeing on stream right now is the Storm Prediction Center website, but we're going to cut off all the not so useful information and just kind of keep the useful information here. Okay, so right there in the center of your screen is the really the severe weather likelihood across the country today. As you can see, the whole Buckeye State and much of the Northeast, including New England. Well, not really a whole lot of New England, more like New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, up into Michigan, all under a 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather once again. That green indicating a 1 out of 5 risk. The yellow out here, that's a 2 out of 5 risk. So the storms are more numerous out there. But for us here, it appears that we are in a lower risk. But here's another thing I want to show you guys going on here across the Buckeye State. We are also under a discussion right now from the Storm Prediction Center. Let me kind of focus this a little more. So this is an official government forecast graphic from our partners at the National Weather Service. And basically they have eastern Ohio and western PA and West Virginia highlighted for strong wind gusts, pop-up storms. They're saying they're not going to issue a severe thunderstorm watch. And I kind of agree with that today. I'm thinking maybe we had the same situation going on yesterday, but it really, honestly, they probably should have had us under a severe thunderstorm watch. Things were a lot more numerous yesterday. I think things are going to be a little more dialed back today. Not as many storms popping up. But really, the focus, once again, is Northeast Ohio. So, our friends in the Cleveland area, particularly Lorain County right now, but it looks like North Olmsted, Olmsted Falls are starting to see some of the heavy rain, maybe some gusty wind there as well. Let's see here. All right. So let's get one last look at the terminal Doppler in Lorain County just to see if we can't get a look at the wind and where any wind might be. Looping it, if we can try to loop it a little bit. Yeah, it looks like any strong wind that's coming out of this storm is actually probably over North Olmsted right now. You can see some where the red gets a little brighter right here. So if there's going to be a gust of wind, it's actually probably heading there now. So I would go ahead and say any wind threat right now, it doesn't look terribly strong. But if there is a wind threat, it's probably going to be in far western Cuyahoga County. Now, we can take a look at the Cleveland Weather Service radar, and it looks like that is probably showing us the same thing. Yeah. So again, any gusty wind is now going to be in Cuyahoga County. So we'll see if they decide to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Cuyahoga County. I don't really see it being strong enough for a severe warning at this time. We already have a special weather statement for that region of the Cleveland Metro, so that might be sufficient. But we'll kind of see that here. We also have this other storm up here near Mentor in Lake County. So Fairport Harbor, Paynesville. There's actually a really good camera in Fairport Harbor. That wouldn't be. It's a free webcam that we might be able to check out really quick to see what's going on up there. Oh yeah, why don't I try to pop this on the screen for you here? Let's see if we can. There it is. Let me make some adjustments. There we go. So this is the storm that's on top of Fairport Harbor right now. It looks a little gusty. They do have that wind. Here, actually, you're not really seeing it on your view. There we go. Expand it a little bit. You can see that kind of wind vein there. Seeing the wind get blown around, some heavy raindrops there. So these are some areas that are getting some moderate to heavy rain. No one's out on the beach right now. But boy, is it sure a beach day with how hot it is out there. So again, that's the storm out in Fairport Harbor. If we can see where it is on radar, there it is, and there's proof from the Fairport Harbor webcam. So if you're ever interested to see what's going on up there, it's a really good webcam. Okay, so we do have a new update. We now have a flash flood warning for this storm up here in the Youngstown area, specifically Hubbard. Let's take a look at the details on that one. That's not a good situation there. So let's see if I can pull up the information. All right, yes, we have a flash flood warning. It is for, it does include the city of Youngstown. So it stretches all the way down here into the Youngstown region of Mahoning County, but also here in Trumbull County, where it is currently, the rain is very heavy. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 and 2 inches of rain have fallen. Oh, that's a soaker. And this is, again, this is a part of the state that got soaked yesterday. So the ground is actually probably pretty saturated here, which is rare lately with all of the dry conditions we've had. So, yeah, so flash flood warning for southeastern Trumbull and northeastern Mahoning County, and this is going to run until 4:45. So they're expecting this any flooding and flash flooding to stick around for a while. Okay, so a couple different modes of severe weather going on, but this is really it. We don't have anything else going on across the rest of the state at the moment. There's some light rain across Indiana, but I'm not too concerned about that. I think the light rain is not a major issue. But again, um, it's these storms, this severe warned storm that's crossing into the western suburbs of Cleveland, and this flash flood warned storm that is impacting the Hubbard area right now. Hubbard and Youngstown probably going to be passing into PA here very soon. Sharon, PA, and then locations to the east of our coverage area. So, yeah, that's what's going on right here. The good news is with these types of storms, there is no tornado threat. We don't have the dynamics in the atmosphere for tornadoes. This is just it's hot out. There's moisture in the atmosphere, and it's muggy. I know that for sure. I know many of you do work outdoors or have had to go outside today. I was out there changing my oil this morning, and 20 minutes, and I was soaked in sweat. The dew points are very high. There's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Nearly all dew points are in the 70s, which is that oppressive, sticky heat that you really can't get rid of. So, um, nasty stuff out there. All right. So I've been on for about 15 minutes. I think I'm probably going to wrap things up for now and then maybe cut in later if needed. But again, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning until 2 o'clock for Lorain County. We'll see if that gets extended into Cuyahoga County, but the Weather Service doesn't seem to be urgently warning it. So I'm thinking they're going to let it, coast into the west suburbs of Cleveland and see what happens. So if you are in the west suburbs of Cleveland, though, I would look out for a strong thunderstorm moving through, and then also this flash flood situation out here in Hubbard and Youngstown as well. So stay safe, everybody out there. Stay hydrated. Stay inside if you can. The heat continues to be our major story of the week. We are not really going to see any relief other than these pop-up storms all the way, really all the way until we get to Sunday next week, where temperatures will still be in the mid 90s with heat index values close to 100 each day. That includes Saturday, Sunday still hot, and then Monday next week highs in the 80s. So we'll see some relief next Monday. So, all right, guys, stay safe. I'll cut in as needed and take care.